Here I'm going to demonstrate the stripped partridge soft hackle feather technique. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to start here with the partridge feather, and the first thing I'm going to do is strip off all the fluffy base feathers here. I'm going to strip those away. Now when we tie in our partridge feather, I'm going to tie it in with the curve laying backwards, so we want all those fibers to lay back nice. And I'm right-handed, so I'm going to wrap that feather away from me. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip off basically the barbs that are on the side of the feather that are going to be wrapped on the bottom side as we wrap that feather. I'll show you more what I mean when I get it stripped here. And to aid in stripping those feathers, what I can do is use my hackle pliers here to pinch the tip and draw those feathers up, and then I can strip them away from the stem. Now once I've got those feathers stripped, you can see here I've just got the one side. I can wet my fingers and stroke them backwards. Now let's say you just want to use these nice fine feathers here up near the tip and you don't want to use some of these longer feathers. You can simply just take those feathers and strip them out of there. Really you only need enough barbs on the feather to make a wrap or two, a couple of wraps. Then I just kind of stroke those feathers so they're perpendicular to the stem. And all I'm going to do is just tie the feather in by the tip. Then you can trim out the tip here. And we're just going to leave our thread right up here by the eye of the hook. Then you can use a pair of hackle pliers if you like. And what we're going to do is just basically take this partridge feather and wrap it around our hook here, and what I'm going to do is just stroke the fibers back with each wrap. And this technique is a little bit easier than using the entire feather. It's not quite as difficult to manage because you only have the barbs on the one side to deal with. And once you've got those all wrapped, you can capture the stem and trim it out just like so. And basically you have a finished soft hackle. Tied a little bit more sparse when you trim out or strip out the extra partridge on that one side. You can see it's a little more sparse, but you can get a nice even collar when you do it that way. This is also great when you're tying smaller soft hackles. I used a little bit of a larger feather here, so I have, of course, larger barbs here, but when you're tying flies that are 16, 18, and even smaller, this technique works a little bit better. It's not quite as busy and crazy as leaving both those little barbs on each side of the stem. So this is the technique I would use on smaller soft hackles, and you can buy Partridge and all the fly tying materials you need to do this at intherifle.com.